All right, welcome back to Steam Family Outdoors. Typically when we talk about videos, I'm talking about things that I would consider myself a little bit more of an expert in. Today we're gonna be doing something I'm definitely not an expert in, and I'm in the learning process, and that is fly fishing. Ashley and I got some fly rod and reel set up for our upcoming trip to Jackson in September. And I'm out here today just to try to hone my casting technique and learn. We got these at a really cool fly fishing shop in Des Moines, Iowa, Rod and Rivet. People there are awesome, got us set up with some gear and helped us get some initial casting lessons too. So it's cool to have a local community of fly fishermen in the Des Moines area. We're gonna go out, just set up on shore, do a little fishing. Mainly I'm trying to figure out my casting form a little bit more and get some video, just trying to watch that back. And I apologize for any expert fly anglers and maybe ask you for your perspective on how I can improve. But we're gonna see if we can't catch a few fish and just have some fun. It's an awesome spring day in Iowa. Today we are continuing the quest to figure out how to fly fish. Weather's a little nice out, so got some cameras out and we're gonna give this a go and see if I can't get any better. I have not been the best caster in the world by a long shot, but we're trying our best. Oh, there we go. Hey, this is awesome. This is our first fish. What are you doing? Oh. Awesome. Hey, we've got our first fish on a fly rod, a little bass. Not the best cast in the world, but you know what? We're able to get a fish caught, which is awesome. All right, first fish on the fly rod. Yeah, I think one of the things in fly fishing that's tough, sometimes just like the back cast and how things unravel and keeping a good, like the 10 and 2. I have some bad habits from conventional fishing where you really load up your cast, and it's just a little bit different in the fly fishing. And it's windy enough out today that I should be fast focusing just a little bit more on casting, but I'm just struggling to keep my loop well, and this is part of the learning process. There's a better cast. Oh, there we go, another fish. There we go. Another small bass. So yeah, that feels better cast that time. fighting the fish is definitely different. You probably get plenty of critique, and feel free to critique me because that's my first 2 fish I've ever caught with a fly rod in this video. So I think keeping the line pinned in the thumb and using another finger or your hand to retrieve it is something that's kind of a different feel for me. We're getting more and more used to some of those dynamics, but it's just different. A lot of the mechanics are the same, like keeping a fish pinned, but the reel does a lot less in fly fishing, where in conventional fishing, the reel does quite a bit more. That's kind of sweet though. Oh, here's another one. All right, so let's practice what I preach a little bit. So I'm gonna hold that just a little tighter in my finger and thumb to keep it pinned. And then I'm gonna use my left hand to fight the fish. So this is it's a small bass still, you know, but it is a bigger bass than our last one. Just gonna keep it pinned. I'm gonna use that tension. Little acrobatics from the little guy. I don't think we're quite done yet. He's swimming at us just a little bit. Unhooked. So nice bass. It's good fighting that fish. Felt a little bit better. You know, we're able to keep the one hand on the rod, which definitely felt right. My line's getting my line management is not great. Let's try to get some. Took a few seconds to get our line sorted back out, and let's get back at it. That's the worst cast I've ever made. Just from a fundamental side, it looks so gross. I'm trying to experiment with the double haul a little bit too, and one step at a time. And I know the double haul is something that's used in the wind more. We got wind, but also I think it's a little more challenging just to manage line and everything else in the wind. So I'm just gonna stick to some fundamentals and also try to catch some fish too. And try to get these rocks out of the way. Yeah, I gotta watch my 10 and 2 motion. I think that's probably my biggest issue, is I want to make these big sweeping casts, and it's not helping me. That was a good cast. You know, another thing I found fly fishing so far is just how easy it is to lapse back into old habits and get less intentional about the cast, and all of a sudden I'm making the same cast I'd make with spinning tackle or bait cast tackle. And with fly tackle, it's just too aggressive of a movement, and when I slow down and get more deliberate, I make better casts. And it can be challenging at times, because something I like about fishing is how it can become very automatic and very repetitive, but in a engaging way still. So I got to keep working on that part. There we go. Right, another bass here. So this has been a fun outing. We've gotten 4 bass so far. Fly fishing can continue to be, let's get this guy released. It's a little bit of a challenge. It's been good to get out in the wind and give it a try. I'm still figuring it out, so I'm sure that as you watch this video, you might think, oh my gosh, this guy has no idea what he's doing on his cast. And he doesn't have any idea what he's doing on his cast. He's learning every step of the way. So thanks for watching along. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're enjoying learning something new and trying something new here at Steen Family Outdoors. So hopefully you can get out and enjoy some spring weather. It's great here in Iowa, and the fishing's been a lot of fun today. So until next time, get out there and enjoy the outdoors.